This old farmhouse I took a picture of today is definitely haunted. Oh, yeah, no, something happened there. A mystery needs to be solved, and since you took a picture, you're on the case. In art exhibit, I was art for art class today. Okay, a lot of words with, whoa. I think he meant that you saw for art class, not that you art. But at the same time, these are human mannequins, so maybe we are the art in art class. This is a cool looking exhibit. I wonder what the theme of it is. Looking through the other photos here, because it only included one in what we collected, that is not the most terrifying photo of the bunch. If you go to the actual post, there is a frightening display of like human faces in different ways. It is crazy looking. I was really interested, so I actually looked up what this exhibit is. This is in the Esker Foundation in Alberta, and it's called Care and Wear: Bodies Crafted for Harm and Healing. And I highly encourage you to, look up this thing yourself, because I think this is a fascinating piece of contemporary art. All these mannequins that are set up for display, this is such a fascinating piece. We got like medical examination mannequins and just all sorts of humans. It's supposed to be people, And there's this like dueling, there's two kinds here. There's some that are taken very gentle care of, like dolls and stuff like that. When you're a kid, that's kind of how you learn to be gentle, is like by taking care of dolls, and that transfers to how we treat people, right? But on the flip side, there are some that are just worse for wear, which could also be a statement on like, I guess in a broad term, like being human, like the human experience. It's really cool. And maybe I'm missing something here. Like maybe there's another meaning that I'm not picking up on, but that's just what I gathered. Like reading the blurb and looking through the images, this feels like a direct statement on human experience and like gentleness, but also like roughness and how like that affects the body. That's at least what I take from it. This is really cool. I really like this. Sometimes I learn new things when I narrate on here, and this is one of those times. Anyway, you could stop the rant timer, I guess. Why did they make it look like a mouth? Yeah, well, it's a 28-piece bit set, as in you're gonna get bit by it. Grandpa's dentures if he's a hardworking man. Body World Museum in Amsterdam. Oh, what? Oh, that's so sick. The entire Body World Museum is a fascinating place as well. It's just all like preserved human bodies. It's really, really, really neat. Weird to look at. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely like very scary to look at, but it's cool. It's really cool. Like all the figures, because they're preserved human remains, right? But they're all like in different poses and stuff, and seeing how your body reacts to different poses is so neat. It gives you an idea of how much work goes on the inside of a simple motion. Like when you turn your arm and the bone is moving, it's so cool to think that it's like a factory inside. You know what I mean? Message is clear, girlfriend. Going to Lowe's first thing in the morning. Yeah, you gotta patch that wall, dude. That's how the creatures get in. My mother's first doll. It was old when it was given to her. She named me after this creepy doll 68 years ago. Oh, that thing's alive. Is that a selfie? You're this doll. You wrote this post. I had a really crappy day today. Made myself a hot chocolate hoping I'd feel better. Oh, I mean, it wants you to feel better. Look at the smile. It's happy to see you. This was looking back at me when I finished. I can't decide if it's a good omen or a really bad one. It's a good omen. It's happy to see you. It said, thanks for having me. Hope you feel better. I got my mom a new mattress for her hospital bed. It came with a booklet of bed rail risks. Sorry, this is the first page. Oh my God. All right, be careful. Do not entrap yourself under the bed rail or between the rail and the mattress, or under the bed rail at the ends of the bed at the ends of the bed rail. All right, your head could get stuck in any of these ways. And if it's in a really silly way, we are gonna laugh. We want you to know. That is scary though. I can really see specifically the second one happening because the mattress is gonna be soft. So I could see someone trying to like sliding their head under there, especially if they're like a dumb kid, So that's important. That is scary. Cave lion skull found in the Alaskan permafrost. Cave lion. Whoa! That's crazy looking. That's a cool find though, man. Clean that off and have it on display, or do you have to donate that? I don't know what the rules are. Missing persons page from an old high school yearbook in memory of the lost senior. Oh no, that's tough. That's not oddly terrifying. That's just straight up sad and regular terrifying. Like it's not nothing odd about this being scary. This is a regular amount of terrifying. This photo I took of my dog. Where are they? My balls. You better answer him, dude. Woke up this morning to these prints on my backyard deck. Came right up to my glass door. Oh no. Oh, that's that. Yeah, it looks like these. Oh, that is holy. Walked up one way and then left. That's freaky. That's some like Hush, something out of Hush, you know? No sound, just sight. Young Pioneers, Soviet Government Youth Project, 1937. Oh, is that what this photo comes from? What is the Young Pioneers? So Young Pioneers, I just had to look it up. I just pulled up the Wikipedia article. So was this like the Boy Scouts in Soviet Russia? No, it wasn't. It was compulsory, I just read. So they were required to be in this. And this was during Vladimir Lenin, during his time. Membership was theoretically optional. That doesn't seem like a true option. Theoretical options don't feel like... That doesn't feel like a true choice. Very interesting. That's an interesting history dive. This awkward airplane concept. Is this with the seats? Whoa, no, this looks like some shit that would crash on the Subnautica planet. Airplanes should not look like this. Just full stop. There's a pool on the plane. That's not gonna go well. Presidents on their way to a climate conference. Guys, we gotta do something about global warming. As I showed up on my Death Star. My cat puked this. What is that? Oh, those are spiders. Oh, poor thing ate a bunch of eggs. Ate them raw, didn't even scramble them. Cancer warning on rice? Huh? Let's get in a cancer and reproductive harm. It's jasmine rice. Ah, it is because rice contains arsenic, something I did not know. According to, is this the 2016 FDA report on arsenic in rice advised that the risk of cancer increases with rice consumption. Holy shit. We can't have anything, dude. A Ganges river dolphin. They are essentially blind and extremely reliant on their echolocation. Oh, look at him. That's not terrifying. He's a cute guy. Look at him. Hey, man. What's going on? He looks like he's happy to be there. The remains of stinkhorn fungus. Smells like rotting meat. Probably why it's called stinkhorn. Found growing in a cemetery. What does it look like? Oh, it looks like it smells yucky, dude. This boy's eyes after doing the roundabout of death challenge. Holy what's the roundabout of death? Is that giant metal cage? What is that? Oh God! No, it's not a metal cage. It's on I don't know what these are called. I always called them little like merry-go-rounds. Oh God! I'm looking at like photos of what's going on, and it's just this kid in mid-spin. He's reaching Mach 10 speeds. This poor kid. Is there a video? Oh my God! Oh my God! This poor kid. They loaded him up in it. No! Okay, so they used a motorcycle to make it spin as fast. This kid is seeing God. Oh no, and they're laughing. That shit ain't funny. That's absurd. Maybe that's the comedy in it, is the absurdity. Is he all right? Did he live? He had severe brain damage. Oh God, poor kid. This thing at my friend's house I saw at Thanksgiving. That's just the boy. We don't know who he is. He's a ghost. A soldier's face after 4 years of war, 1941 to 1945. These two pictures are shown side by side in the Andrei Poznev Museum. The first picture looks at you, the second one looks through you. It does too. That is the intensity. You could see the aging in just those 4 years alone. He's a totally different person by the end of that. Oh man, poor guy. On the set of Godzilla 1954, do we get the suit? Aw, this ain't oddly terrifying. He's on a date. I gotta send this to Bree. She likes monsters. She'd get a kick out of this. I'm a dog groomer, and this is what I shaved off a dog the other day. You shaved the body off the dog. You left the hair. You shaved the wrong thing. Had a padlock fly into my windshield at 40 miles an hour today. Let's say, oh God. Yeah, that thing's busted. Night fishing in Hawaii in 1948. Dude, that is badass. That's not terrifying at all. Dude looks like an anglerfish. This guy looks baller as hell. What is it when you're deep in the woods and you hear people calling you? I'm in the Amazon in Brazil now, and the tour guide told me not to wander off the trail when people call me. And then I started watching a TikTok about Appalachia, USA, and they also said to ignore when you hear people calling your name. I also heard about a girl hearing someone calling their mother's name. What are these sounds? Are these people calling your name? Or animals making sounds and then your brain makes it sound like words? What is it? So before I read the answer, this is like eerily similar to something I experienced a lot as a kid, where I would be playing outside or I'd be doing something. And this happened honestly up until I was about 19, where I would just, it didn't matter what was going on or how far away my folks were. I would hear my mom like yell my name really loud, like Damien, like I was in trouble, but it sounded faint. And I would look behind me and obviously she's not there. So that's really, is this more common than I expected it to be? There is about a half mile of wetlands between me and my neighbors. The reeds grow thick and tall and is pretty impassable unless you're very determined. One night at dusk, I went into my yard to get my dogs and I heard a man yelling for help from the no man's land. Help! Help! Like that. My dogs were sitting facing the direction of the stranded, possibly injured person. Hackles up, but completely silent. I knew something was wrong, but also someone needs help. I was frozen for a minute, hair on end. Just as I grabbed my phone to call for help, this man started singing, yodeling. The source moving quickly from east to west. Coyotes. It was just coyotes. Can coyotes mimic human sound? What? So coyotes can scream. Oh, this is a no sleep. This is not real. No sleep. I mean, it is real on no sleep, but like otherwise it's not real. Huh. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's, maybe it's something else. Something that I can't say out loud at night. Maybe it's something we saw in folklore. Maybe it's a skinwalker. I don't know if it's skinwalker that you can't say at night. Maybe it's a different creature. Japan has an airport located literally in the ocean. It cost $20 billion to build, but it's sinking. Oh no. Yeah, no, if it's not built on any solid land, that thing's going down slowly. French people eating the ortolan bird delicacy. Ortolan? The song, sorry, I just like read it in my head, then it caught up to me. The small songbird is force-fed grains to fatten it up, then drowned in brandy. Once bitten, the bird, once prepared, sorry, my brain is skipping ahead. I can't believe what I'm reading. Once prepared, the bird is then eaten whole in one bite, except for the beak. Diners cover themselves with napkins to hide their sin from God. Is that real? Is that actually how they do that? Yeah. So the actual purpose of the towel is debated. There's some saying it's like, oh, it's to keep the smell of the bird, the aroma. You have to eat the whole bird at once, feet first. And then, yeah, others say that it's to shield from God's eyes the shame of eating this bird. Or, you know, you're eating a bird whole. Alternatively, it could be to spit out the bones because they don't take out the bones. It's bone in. However, fascinating tidbit I saw on Wikipedia, the towel on the head thing, like the napkin, that began by a priest, a friend of Jean-Alphonse Berlat-Savarin. Probably mispronounced his name, but he was a lawyer and politician. This morning, I got an image from my sister. That's not our dog. She then asked if I was home. I thought it was pretty funny at first, until I realized that face looks eerily like me. Wait, there was a face? Let's go back. What the f? I was over 200 miles away when that picture was taken from inside my garage. Dude, the way it's peeking out. What the what? Huh? Holy sh! That house is haunted. My campsite came with a complimentary danger hole. You know, the danger hole. Confined space entry can be fatal. Danger hole. The fossilized skull of an, ooh, is that Esteminosuchus? Esteminosuchus. That's, let's see how this is pronounced. What a crazy looking creature, first of all. I just typed it in. That is a insane animal. I didn't even know this was real. So it's called an Esteminosuchid. Esteminosuchid. I'm just gonna leave all this in. Esteminosuchus is I guess the name. There we go. We got it. Esteminosuchus. We did it, everyone. We got it. We figured it out. We know how to pronounce words now. Let's look at the skull of an Esteminosuchus. Deformed due to natural shifts in the rock that occurred after fossilization. And although it's a close relative to mammals, this thing ain't a mammal. It's a nightmare. That's what it is. Look at it. It's a nightmare. It doesn't look real. Like, the more I look at it, this thing looks like someone made a creature in Spore and then rendered it in 4K. Like, that's what this I'm having a very hard time believing that this is a real animal that existed once upon a time in our life. You know, I just have a really hard time believing that. These things were like 10 feet, of course, and they were in Russia. Shout out to the Russian Esteminosuchids. There are skin impressions of this creature. All right, I'm done reading about it. It's very interesting, but God, what a weird looking animal. This envelope full of candy I found on my chair at work. I miss your smile. Wow, that's frightening. 1940s Pittsburgh under coal smoke. Holy cow. And I think smog today looks pretty bad. That looks even worse. I'm actually kind of shocked how bad that looks. Graffiti in Palalam Beach in South Goa, India. That is clever graffiti. That's harmless. I love that. I approve. Liminal space setup. Imagine recording YouTube videos there. That's what's up. I love that they got the whole gaming PC. Unused Venom design for Spider-Man 3. I feel like Venom is one of those characters that could be really frightening. Yeah, well, that's goofy looking. It is scary, but not in the way I was hoping. That's just silly. That's very silly. The door decoration outside of my mom's door makes it look like someone's standing outside at night. Oh God, what's it look like from the front? You got it, it's perfect head shape, dude. Baby cage is used to ensure that children get enough sunlight and fresh air when living in an apartment building in 1937. Aw, look at that. Yay, fresh air. Hang your baby outside for fresh air. This photo in my doctor's office. Oh, great. They look like they're straight out of Liminal Land. They're about to go on the laugh track, dude. My nephew found a horse mask in my brother's creepy attic. Well, yeah, when you shoot it in black and white, it's gonna be creepy. The chairs too. What's the choice behind these chairs, dude? You're trying to summon some kind of spirit for sure. Why do vintage beauty devices often look like they were designed for torture? Found on Facebook Marketplace. What could this possibly have been for? Oh God, she's connected to the main frame. She's connected to the main frame! She knows all! My Barbie towel is faded over the years, and now it's just a regular towel that looks at you. These twins, are they conjoined? No, much worse. Much worse, they're uncanny.